Let's bring in Ihor Kozak. He's a geopolitical analyst, a Ukrainian Canadian military analyst as well. Ihor, good to see you. Your thoughts on what that means from Zelenskyy? What's he trying to say here, do you think?
Well, Zelenskyy is not saying anything new per se. He has been saying all along that Ukraine is willing to work with the United States of America. He considers the United States of America to be a geopolitical partner, a strategic partner of Ukraine, and that Ukraine would like to achieve peace in this war with Russia, but it has to be done on Ukrainian terms as well. Ukraine lost many people, many thousands of people over the past 10 years, especially the past 3 years of full-scale invasion of Russia into Ukraine. And much of destruction has been done. Ukraine has been fighting for Ukrainian benefit, but also for security, stability of the free world as well. And therefore, Ukraine has to be at the table, and Ukrainian conditions have to be considered. After that White House incident, President Zelenskyy was giving an interview on the Fox News that night, and he repeated that statement that Ukraine is willing to work with the U.S. and has been repeating the statement all along.
Tell me about the Americans cutting off military and intelligence assistance to Ukraine. How concerned are you as a military analyst of what that's going to mean? Or do you think this is all just part of the larger negotiations over critical minerals between Ukraine and the United States?
Well, it's hard to say at this stage, whether this is the short-term issue or if it's a bigger issue here. I believe it is part of Donald Trump's and his administration negotiation tactics. As we know, tariffs on Canada, for example, then came into effect yesterday, and rhetoric that we hear today, it's part of the same scenario. This is how Donald Trump and his new administration prefer to do business. They're trying to muscle people. They're trying to strong-hand them into accepting American deal on their Trump's conditions. But I am concerned because United States of America was providing significant support to Ukraine since the start of the full-scale invasion, and the intelligence was also very important. I am hoping that this is only a short-term move, and we're getting every indication here, both from the Ukrainian side and from the American side, in the folks in the Trump administration and also in the U.S. Congress, that negotiation discussions behind the scene are moving forward, and hopefully as early as next week, and maybe perhaps over the past next week, a couple of weeks, President Zelenskyy plans to meet with President Trump once again. There are some indications that perhaps French president and British prime minister will accompany him to ensure those discussions go as planned.
Ihor Kozak joining us from Washington. He's a geopolitical analyst and a Ukrainian Canadian military analyst. Ihor, it's good to have you back. We'll continue to follow the story. I look forward to talking to you again about this.
Thank you for having me.